Hey guys, Matt here with BleepinJeep. In today's video, we're going to show you how to seal your trailer decking so that it lasts a really long time. This will also work for wood decking on your home or your fence or any type of wood you've got. Let's get started. So the reason I didn't treat these as soon as I laid them down is because it was treated wood already. That being the case, it still doesn't last a long time in a wet climate like this, so we're going to treat it further. If you remember in that video, I laid them right up against each other, and a lot of people were saying that the wood was going to split my trailer apart because as soon as it rained, it was going to expand. But look at this. Now that the wood has dried out, it's got bigger than 1/4 inch gaps in between each board. So now that I let it dry out for about 6 months, it's ready to be stained or treated. I also waited for the rain, so it hasn't rained in about a week, so we should be good to go to treat this wood. For that, we only need a few things. I'm going to clean the deck off. We have diesel, we have used motor oil, we have a mop and a bucket, and if you'd like, a sprayer for the underneath. All right, so the first step is just to clean off your deck. Now, farmers have been using this technique for ages. You can actually use 100% diesel if you'd like. That works best in a sprayer. You can use a 50-50 mix of diesel and oil, new or used, depending on the color you'd like. You can even use transmission fluid instead of the oil if you'd like a red color for your deck. So oil, diesel, transmission fluid, whatever mixture you'd like, and whatever color that you'd like. So the diesel is a little yellow, transmission fluid is red, and oil new is clear, oil used is darker, like a blackish color, or it turns out to be a dark brown color on the wood. So underneath, I'm using a pump sprayer with just diesel in it. I didn't feel like getting oil all over my face trying to spray upside down, and I didn't think the pump sprayer would handle the oil very well. The diesel does do a good job, though, of diluting the oil and thinning it very well. So next, I'm going to put half and half used oil and diesel into a bucket, and we're going to use that to mop onto the surface of the trailer on the top. Now, I can hear some people saying that this is probably not environmentally friendly, but those people haven't looked at the warning labels and the ingredients on stains and sealers. Nothing is environmentally friendly. Also, diesel and oil comes from crude oil, which comes from underground, and even full synthetic oil comes from crude oil. I did an interesting video on this a while back. I'll leave a link in the description if you'd like to know more about where your oil comes from. So I'm just going to apply this liberally all over the surface. You can come back and do it again in a couple hours if you'd like, if it soaks in too much. You can also use a paint roller, an old paint roller if you've got one, if you don't have a mop or you don't want to use your wife's mop. This is also great for other uses, including things like privacy fences, gates, decks, siding, trailers, outdoor furniture, tree houses, yard wood sculptures, or basically anything made out of wood can be treated this way. Although I probably wouldn't use this on my house deck unless I wasn't going to walk on it for a while, or make sure to put a rug near the door. You don't want to track in the oil, and it's going to be slightly oily for about a week, and it'll have a slight oily smell to it. If you've got any places in your trailer that are damaged, make sure to add a little bit extra oil. Let that soak in good. You can also try to get the sides and the underneath if you really want to take your time. Although this trailer is very low to the ground, that was pretty difficult to do, so I just used the diesel underneath. Next, I'm going to clean up all of the metal surfaces, make sure I don't slip and fall, hurt myself. There it is. If this soaks it all in by tomorrow, I may come back and put on a second coat. But otherwise, we're finished there. You want to make sure to do this about once every 2 years, and that way you're going to keep all of the bugs from getting in there. You're going to keep the algae and the rot from creeping up on you. When I made that video of replacing the boards, a lot of people wanted to see the upgrades that I made, so let me walk you around that real quick. The first one is this tire mount. I've actually got two because it worked out so well. What I did was just take a piece of metal, angle that up, build a circle right there, mounted a tire onto that, When you're mounting a tire though, you have to be careful of the swing, so you want to make sure that your bumper doesn't hit the tire. That's in a perfect spot. You also want to make sure that it doesn't hang down too low. I've seen people put them here, and then if you go over a bump in the road or something, it'll actually scuff on the bottom. People do that here or on the side. This trailer was actually too wide to put it on the side because it's already the maximum width allowable. I put my little Tractor Supply triangular toolbox right on the front there. That really is nice, as long as you have one of these jacks that doesn't get in the way. A lot of times the jacks will be off to the side. So this one is nice here, or even up front would have been even nicer, so I could have moved that forward a little bit. We also put a rooftop tent on here that is removable, so it detaches there. So if I'm hauling across the country and don't want to stop for a hotel, I can just sleep in that. The most advantageous thing to have though on your trailer is plentiful amount of hooks. So I've got not only the edges that I can strap to, but I have these which I bought. You can buy these from Tractor Supply or you can buy them online, but they're just weld-on D-rings. And I've got 2 on the front, one there, and then 2 on the back. I use those in combination with my Max Custom tie downs to tie down very quickly. So it's got a hook on this end. It is closed, so it won't fall off even if that gets loose. And then on the other end, on my Jeep, I have these quick tie downs. They make it super fast. What you do is you weld that on there, and then whenever you go to tie down, you don't have to put that axle strap around the axle. You don't have to weave them around the brake lines. It makes it super quick and easy to tie down. You can usually tie down in 1 minute, maybe 2 minutes max. All you got to do is hook, and tighten. We sell those on our website, BleepinJeep.com. It's a super simple solution. As long as you can weld, that makes it so nice to have. So there's actually a little line right there. If you want to mount it on something flat, you just cut along the dotted line, mount it to something flat. Otherwise, it is curved for your axle tube. Just weld it on, hook and go. BleepinJeep.com. Another upgrade I made was these guys. I should have treated them now that I think about it, but these just drop in, and what I built those for was when I haul gravel. So you can carry about 3 tons of gravel on this trailer, and when you do that, it's just a pile in the middle. So the only rocks that really escape might be just 1 or 2 that fall down, and that's what keeps them from falling off is these rails right here. They also come in handy for multiple other uses. Boxes, when I put boxes up here, there's no chance of them escaping. And they've just come in handy a lot over the years for multiple different reasons. All right, guys, let me know what you think of the trailer. If you've got any suggestions or questions, leave them down in the comments below. Let me know what your choice of stain or sealer is, and we will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Huge shout out to our Patreons right over there. Those guys make all this happen. If you enjoyed the video and you enjoyed the content, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/BleepinJeep.